If you are under the age of 18, the content of this video is not intended for you. Please stop watching now. Hey YouTube, it's Audrey, and I'm here to share an organizational video with you. I have been trying to be on the organizational tip for many years now. The last couple years I have bought Totally Tiffany buddy bags, some of her other storage systems. I have bought envelopes, all kind of things, bins, locket, storage, just different kind of things that I have been trying to get organized with. And I mean, the last 3 years have been, actually the last 4 years have been kind of just like a blur because we moved and I had to pack up everything. And then we moved here and things still are not unpacked totally. About half my craft stuff was unpacked and the other half is still in there in boxes. And some boxes have not been opened, even though I know there are things in there that I need that I just haven't been able to get in there and go through, like my label maker, my container of doodads, so just stuff like that. So I've been trying to say, you know, I need to get organized. I need to get organized. And Joyce, who is creating life after 60, started doing a couple organizational videos, and that has inspired me to get back on my track of trying to use these pieces that I bought, especially last year. I bought, you know, several buddy bags and several trays that I have stuff in that, you know, if I get it out, get it in those kind of things, and have a special shelving unit maybe for those kind of things, I will go to and use them. But also, part of the organization is going to have to be the fact that I have to purge. So anyway, today's video is going to be about the Spellbinder Club boxes. Now, I have not really, for the most part, belonged to the Spellbinders Card Kit Club. Most of the ones that I've had, I purchased when they had sales. There were a couple times they had really ridiculous sales where they were selling them for $9 a box. That was like a few years back. But these boxes take up a lot of space. And also, I subscribe to the Tonic Kit Club, and I have started breaking those down, except for the last 6 months. I probably have the last 6 ones that I need to break those down, because those have product and paper and dies and stamps. And the box is bigger than this, so they take up a lot more room. So I started with that one, and I did start organizing those last year and then kind of got off track. And so I'm going to try and get back on track with those. I also have the, what am I trying to say? Paper Craft Society. I have subscribed to that since that one came out a few years ago. And that one, though, I think I'm going to end my subscription. My subscription to that ends in February, and I found that they've been putting them on the website, plus they've changed a lot. They did several last year that didn't have any dies in them. One of the reasons why I had done it was because I really liked the dies. But anyway, then I also have several Crafter's Companion boxes. So I'm going to pause right here and show you how I had been keeping them, but am running out of room because now I have them in several places because there's no more space. So here's a shelf I was talking about in my closet in my craft room. And as you can see, I have Crafter's Companion boxes there. I have Spellbinders boxes here. And then I have the Paper Craft Society from Craft Stash there. And these are not all of these. But as you can see, the shelf goes up to the ceiling. So I've run out of room. So I also have the Tonic Studio one, which is actually my favorite. And I had some of those in here, but I've broken those down, except for the last maybe 6 months or so that I have to break them down because they come in folders and then they have product, and it's just a lot easier to store them outside the boxes. So the Spellbinders ones here, I am going to break down, and then I'll make more room when I remove these for the rest of these, because I'm just not totally ready to break these down yet, although I easily could. These will eventually get broken down too. The only thing is I'm struggling with is here they could stack all the way up to the ceiling. But when I take them out and show you how I'm going to do them, then there'll be space left up at the top. And I don't want to put shelves on there, because see how I have stuff sitting here and then you have all that empty space. Now on this side, I have all these containers which stack up to the ceiling, so that works. So I have to figure that piece out first, but that's how I've been storing them. So that's where I've been keeping them, and I just feel like I could get more stored differently without all that box and cardboards and stuff. So this is the latest Spellbinders boxes you saw in that clip in the closet. You know, some of the older ones were in smaller boxes because they didn't have as much material. Because I will say that Spellbinders had stepped their game up with the card kits. However, starting this month, they've changed them. They made them simpler. They do not have dies or stamps in them anymore. And I guess they are doing, if you want dies to go with them, they are having a one-off where you could buy the dies separately kind of thing. But so I pretty much won't be getting any of these card clubs anymore either, because the main reason I was getting them was for the dies. But that's beside the point. But anyway, here is, if you're not familiar with them, the Spellbinders clubs, and they come with cards, envelopes, a bunch of chipboard, set of dies, 6x6, 8.5 by 11, several different embellishments, stamps, other embellishments, stickers sometimes, and the recent ones we're adding these example cards, which makes life easier for what I'm going to do with, for those that don't have these, the older ones. I'll be using labels that I bought, that I found on clearance, and I'll just be using those since I haven't found my label maker yet. But anyway, so that's how they come. And you know, they're in these boxes. And so I got these envelopes off of Amazon. I got 40 of them for $17.99. So I thought that was a good deal. And I didn't have to wait to get them from other places, because I do know that there's, you know, some other places that might be cheaper, but you have to wait. So I wanted these right now. But this is what they look like. And they have a stamp. I mean, they're decent weight. They're not like super heavy, but they're a very decent weight. And what I have done is I have taken the contents of the kit and I have put them in the bag. Everything is in here with the exception of the pack of envelopes, because that would just make it too bulky. So with the envelopes and card blanks, I have this bucket, and I got that from Target a couple years back, so I think that'll be perfect. And it will probably be just big enough for all the card kits that I have. And then I'll have all the card blanks and envelopes in there, easy to grab. I don't make a lot of A2 cards, but I'm going to start, because I need to start using these kits. And the reason why I want to store them like this, some people might break all their kits apart and put stickers in one place, put the chipboard pieces in another place, etc., etc. But for me, one of the benefits of having the kits, is that they coordinate. The colors are matched with the papers. They're 6x6. There's themes that match the dies. So I like to have it. I could take this out, which is something that I'm going to start doing, and just pick a kit and start running with it. So then with these, I will store them in these baskets that you could get everywhere. I mean, they have them at Joann's, they have them at they used to have them at Michael's, but they definitely have them at Hobby Lobby. And I saw that they have some new colors for spring this year, of these two, but I have just stuck with the standard white ones. That's what I started with. And so I would love to have, last year they had these yellow ones, and then they have black ones, and I did see the black ones back, so it would have been nice to have the yellow and black ones, but the white works. But anyway, I'm rambling. These just fit in here, and so I can stand them up and have several in here, and that's how I'm going to store the kits that I have. And I probably will need 1.5 of these. I don't think I need the whole 2, but 1.5 of these should take care of all the ones that I have, and I won't be getting more, so that'll be fine. And then the envelopes will be in here. So that is my one task that I am trying to get done right now for my organization. So I'm taking it one task at a time. So just wanted to share. Just wanted to thank Joyce at Creating Life After 60 for some inspiration to get me into saying, hey, yeah, I need to get back to the organization. So thank you so much for watching, listening to me rambling, and you have a great and blessed day, and get your organization on. Bye-bye. I'm back and just wanted to give you a quick update. I was able to break down all of my Spellbinders kits. Turns out I had 30 of them. The ones to the left are the newer ones that had the 6x6 pads. I got 17 in the bin. And then the ones here are older ones from before they started adding the 6x6 pads. And there are 13 of them in there. So I was able to use 1.5. And then over here, I have this bin with the envelopes and cards, and they almost all fit in there. I didn't have 30 of them because I have used some of them, but I think there are 23 or 24 actually in the bin, and then I have 3 right here. So I was able to complete that. And then for the rest of this basket, I have a few one-off kits. I think I have a couple Hero Art ones and My Favorite Things ones. So I'll just add those and maybe a few other dies in here. But quick update, I got task 1 completed. So I was also able to get all the rest of my Crafter's Companion kits here, and all the rest of my Paper Craft Society kits here. So I will not be getting more of either of these, but I was able to get them all in here, and so kits are all together. Thank you so much, and you have a great and very blessed day. Bye-bye.